All right, we are live. So first off, we're gonna
Fine.
start the plane. Master come on. Beacon come on. All right. Mixture full rich. Throttle slight. Mag start. All right. Engine start. Make sure revving. I am in the wrong version of the plane. Whatever, we'll fly with the G1000.
You can do it.
Not that I can't do it, it's just the fact I don't want to do it.
What's wrong with that plane?
This avionics set is newer and I am less familiar with.
So you can't do it.
I said less familiar. Avionics can come
That's true. That's true.
on taxi light as required, nav lights as required. Wait for strobes. Okay. Dragon is being a little bit funky and it's kind of pissing me off, but whatever. Okay. Well expired, but again, we're in a simulator. I don't think it matters too much. Okay. So I don't have anything. Okay, cool. So we're going to be on 118.37 for the COM 2.
Altimeter 2995.
2995.
Automated weather observation, Fairfield County. Wind, light, and variable. Visibility 8 miles. Rain, no significant cloud. Temperature 21. Dew point 19. Altimeter 2995.
Cool. So wind, light, and variable. The default runway for this is 28.
Automated weather observation, Fairfield County. Wind, light, and variable. Visibility 8 miles. Rain, no significant cloud. Temperature 21. Dew point 19. Altimeter 29.
Okay, so that was not on COM 2. There, okay, I see. Never mind. When I said I was unfamiliar, I was being 100% honest.
First time for everything.
Well, I said unfamiliar, not a first time.
I thought that's what you meant.
I am unfamiliar. I have... Just not... I'm not very familiar with this, the style of avionics. Alright, flight plan. LHQ. Then we're going to... Okay, I've already fucked up the flight plan. We do K. L. H. Went way too far. Don't know the alphabet, apparently. Q, enter. Okay, well. So. We want K. I. L. N. Okay, cool. So we have that set. And then let's see what approaches they have. So procedure approach. So they have the ILS runway. Probably want runway 22. Okay. We'll deal with that once we're in the air. Okay, cool. So we have that programmed in. And we're going to be... It's going to be even, so we're probably going to fly about, probably 6,000 down there. Alright.
6,000 what?
Feet.
Oh.
Okay. Then I'm just going to simulate radio calls, so... Norfolk County, Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, taxiing to runway 28 airfield.
Whoa, Edward Vtuber streaming? I love that guy.
Yeah. I hope he does what I really like,
That is
which
not
is
what I thought you were going to say.
just play Counter-Strike. I always say Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but...
Did you see that? No, I think I did show you the clip of the... I don't know what it is, surely a mod, but it's CSGO where the guy, like, is flying around like a plane and airdrops, like, 4 grenades onto someone.
I think so.
I think I showed you that. Yeah, I think I showed you that, but I also showed you it on top of, like, 4 other videos, so...
Alright, taxi all the way down here. And let's not check stream because if I do, I will crash. We'll wait till I'm in the air.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this should be using accurate weather. That should be kind of sick.
Yeah, that's always going to be cool.
Like I said, I am unfamiliar with the avionics here. I'm not completely, like, unknowledgeable. So it's just going to take me, like, a little bit longer. And the biggest downside is for when I'm flying in real life. Which, again, this is really what the practice is for.
Right.
I'm not using these nice panels.
Oh, yeah.
These panels are probably close to... I would say $20,000 or something like that for one of them.
Hmm.
There's 2 of them in here. Thank you, iPad. Alright. Clear. Don't see anybody down there. Clear. Cool. Actually, again, I'm going to make the radio calls like I'm actually doing this for real.
Yeah.
Norfolk County, Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, departing runway 28 for a west departure. Perfect.
I wish I had the knowledge to respond like them.
It's a uncontrolled airport, so there is no response to that.
Oh.
Like, that is just me saying this to everyone. To like,
Yeah,
hey,
like,
this is what's going to happen.
heads up, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Problem come in. Keep center line. Wait till you reach VY. Probably ruined. Hold it at VY. A little bit higher. Once we get about, let's say, 16 Fairfield County, Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, departing the area to the west. Fairfield. Make a left turn out of here. I'll try to put our track there. And that will allow us to intercept our glide path. Slowly work our way back in. And we're actually going to try and remember how to mark the altitude on this thing. Oh, the altitude marker here. So 6,000. And here's heading. Okay, cool. So we want turn on the flight director. Autopilot, altitude. Then we want speed. I don't know how to do the vertical speed. I think it's, oh, it's just, do 500 feet per second. I probably should bring up the stream, so, okay. I'm gonna set our heading to...
It's not gonna crash, is it?
No. guys seriously wanting to bring me back over. Well, I should set that to nav. So at this point, other than just applying a little bit of rudder, should be able to basically let the plane fly itself. And that will give me a second to bring up Firefox and go back to my stuff. No, it's not a drug smuggling sim.
What?
Somebody commented, is this a drug smuggling sim?
For what? Oh, what game?
For XPlane. They commented on the
Oh.
Yeah, on the stream.
Oh, what? Oh, I can't. You could make it one.
No, there's a different game for that one. There's a one called, I think just Bush Pilot or something like that. Okay.
Bush Pilot, and it is a drug dealing game?
Well, they have like stuff in it that is not explicitly drugs, but it is like unmarked.
What kind of drug? Unmarked product.
Yeah. It's like, it's not drugs, but it's not drugs.
Right, exactly. I'm not saying it is, but I'm also not saying it's not.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm actually going the wrong direction.
Doesn't even look like you're moving.
So see this thing down here, that like big wheel at the bottom?
Which side?
The bottom.
Your compass thing? in the
Yes.
middle?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So that, see how there's like that pink or purple line, and see the center, it's kind of
Yeah.
offset to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
That means I need to go right to be on track.
Okay.
Not by much. Like the more that gets off to one side or the other, the more basically the more right or left I need to go. Got it.
Yeah, that would be scary, flying a plane where you literally cannot see and you have to rely on your screen.
It starts out
Or is that
scary.
better?
Well, it does definitely start out scary because like it is like different. You fly relying so much on looking outside and knowing how, like, looking at the horizon and understanding that, and then like
Yeah.
you go to like looking inside and it's like,
Could you? Yeah.
you what?
Can you? I don't know if it's just me, but because you're the one playing the game, can you see the horizon line right now?
Outside? No.
in game outside, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see that. Okay.
So, like, I think the weather we got, it said it was 8-mile visibility. I don't know how much I believe, but sure.
I was gonna say that 8 miles is a long, yeah. 8 miles is long, but like when you're flying a plane, I feel like that wouldn't feel very long.
Okay, so we're gonna set back autopilot again.
I would, in fact, prefer more than 8 miles of vision while I'm in the flying bird machine.
Well, 8-mile, like, you only need 3 miles of visibility, I think.
What?
Yeah, to be considered VFR.
You only need 3 miles. Oh.
You only need 3 miles of in-flight visibility. And then you need to stay like 500 feet below the clouds, 1,000 feet above them, and 2,000 feet on either side. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
3 miles sounds crazy to me, though.
It is.
I mean, surely it's not if that's the case, but I mean, you just said it was. So, I mean, you're the pilot. What do you think about it? What's your opinion on the 3 mile?
3 miles is definitely pretty short. Like, but I mean, I've flown with an instructor, and basically, I can't see in front of me. So, I mean, I've had some pretty. Because, like, you know, we flew through a cloud and we broke out right before we had to land. Okay, so...
I mean, that's not a big deal, right? Because you could just circle around.
I mean, it's kind of a big deal, but, like, if you're following the rules, you're fine. Okay, so we are going to go to... Actually, I'm going to plug in their weather frequency, so... At Wilmington Air Park. So their ATIS is 1, 2. Is that really it? Okay. 1, 2, 4. What's this?
Your VTuber looks like he's falling asleep when you look down. Man, I'm tired. Sir, we're in the sky.
Me and my instructor were actually talking about that. It's like we have to be kind of careful when like doing, because like I went flying and I got food and I was like, okay, well I have to be kind of careful about what I eat, because like I don't want to eat too much and then feel like sluggish and full.
Yeah.
Because like then you're gonna be in a plane wanting to take a nap.
This plane's got a weight limit. You can't be filling up on Big Macs. How many Big Macs did you eat? We're going down!
It wasn't a Big Mac, it was tungsten cubes.
I'm so full of tungsten cubes.
925. So I'm gonna swap that over, go to COM 2.
Airborne Air Park information, Zulu. 0400 Zulu. Arriving runway 22 right. Departing runway 22 right. Wind, light, and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Rain, no significant cloud. Temperature 21. Dew point 19. Altimeter 2997. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Zulu.
2997, I didn't get the
Airborne
winds.
information, Zulu. 0400 Zulu. Arriving runway 22 right. Departing runway 22
I don't think
right.
that
Wind,
wins.
light, and variable.
Oh, light.
Visibility more than 10 miles.
so-
Rain. No significant cloud. Temperature 21. Dew point 19.
Okay, cool. So 2907. We will. 2907. Cool. And we have information Zulu, meaning when we call air traffic control, which we really won't do, but whatever, we can pretend. We can tell them we have information Zulu, meaning that we have the current information. But, so, we're looking for runway 22 right. Do they have another runway? They do, but it's closed. Okay, cool. Procedure approach. We're going to do the ILS localizer for 22 right. I'll put that on my map. Also open it up. I'm going to brief this real quick. So it is valid between 9th of July 2026 to the 6th of August 2026. So yep, that's within our valid dates. Is the ILS or localizer for runway 22 right, Wilmington Park, KILN, cool. Localizer channel 110.7, 11, 10. I am dyslexic as fuck. 110.7. Okay, that's over. We're gonna swap that in. Our approach course is going to be 224 degrees. Our runway length is 10,701. Our touchdown elevation is 1,077. Airport elevation is 1,077. Simultaneous approaches authorized. Okay. We're not doing any simultaneous approaches, so that should be fine. ATIS 124.925. We already listed that. Columbus approach is 118.85. Wilmington Tower is 119.475, and ground is 121.6. Alright, we're going to probably head to the... I don't know if I want to head to the Appleton VOR so I can intercept it. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Let's see. Procedure. Select approach. ILS 22 right, enter, and we'll go to the Appleton VOR. Minimum is off, enter, and we'll load approach. So hopefully that means we should have that loaded in. Okay, 7 miles. Okay, that's gonna be well north of us, so we should probably actually start heading to the north. So we're going to go to heading mode, or actually 30 degrees, and we're gonna put in the, actually it's basically direct north, isn't it? We'll just head to the north. We're gonna put in the Appleton VOR, which is 114. So pop that in. Actually, go back here and just 114. Not have our head glitch out on us like it's doing. That'd be kind of awesome. That'd be kind of sick if it would stop doing that.
Oh, is that not? I didn't even know. I couldn't even tell.
Okay, so we can listen to trying to find the nav radio. Could be. Oh, I'm being dumb. Okay, never mind. That's why I can't hear it. I had the wrong frequency put in. That would make sense.
Oopsies.
There we go. Okay, so now we can fly to the Appleton VOR. Yeah, that would make sense. Then once we do, we'll need to go on to the 2. So I'm actually gonna... I'm just gonna wait. No, I'm being dumb. Hold on. I need to slow her down. Slow her down by a lot. So we're actually going to... So remember how I said, like... I'm not unfamiliar with this avionics.
I do.
Okay, so we need to head... No. That doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to take us directly to the Appleton VOR, which is definitely not. That's taking us away. I want to do a 236. also not right. What is going on?
You're asking me?
No, I'm not. What is going on?
I don't even know how we got up here.
Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. I know. So I was doing it right. The issue is... Okay. The Appleton VOR is not... Never mind. Alright, I was going to try to set it up on my GPS, on my iPad, but that's not working. So we're going to set, instead of the course being this, we're going to set this up with the 243. Oh. No, come on, listen. Two, 4, 3. Okay. So once I'm just gonna get off the autopilot. So once that centers, we're on the 243 radial from the Appleton VOR. Then we can go turn in, and that will set us up for the ILS. Or Wilmington Air Park. I know none of that made sense, but I promise you that makes sense.
I mean, I mean, there are more numbers and letters that I knew, but
no, I am dumb, and I thought that's where it was. No, it's. Again, I would be so much more comfortable if I was flying the older model, because it has the exact stuff I actually fly with. And then also I'm on camera, which makes it worse. So now we can turn in, and we can switch over to, or once we hit that radial, and that will set us up. So now we can switch back over to that ILS and change our heading. Okay. So if we follow this in, we will be set up. And this will bring us all the way down. So once we hit that, we can go down to, actually we can start descending now. Again, during this time, you'd be talking to air traffic control, and they would have instructions for you. Be like, hey, like, you can start descending now. You know, I'm actually going to go to procedures. Activate approach. So we're going to change our altitude down to 3,000. Don't want to do a crazy descent rate. But we are coming in kind of high and fast. Alright. Mixture full rich. Okay. A little bit concerned because we're not picking up the ILS here, but we also aren't in the range yet, so, but
I'm getting to the point where I just have to do the main quest in this game.
yeah, that's kind of how Skyrim is for.
Like I'm what level am I? 34. I'm at the point where like I don't need gold, and I'm like, uh-oh, well now what do I do? It's like, what do I do? Beat the game?
Start to level out here.
I'm running out of reasons to fill up my inventory with junk to turn into gold.
Good.
Do have to do that.
We should be getting pretty close now to the localizer coming alive.
I'm just now seeing your title for the stream earlier. Wait, this isn't a normal company. It's a lethal company! Oh no!
No, I do think my titles and thumbnails are actually pretty good. I could be wrong.
No, I do too. No, I agree.
We're getting pretty close now. I'm checking the frequencies. It's 110.7. You're right. I think I see the runways out there. I don't know if you can see them. I think that's them right there.
I mean, I see the...
Like two big...
Oh, after the horizontal line?
Like the
orange horizontal line in the distance, like after that, those two, okay.
But
No,
those
I
are
see it. Okay.
those horizontal, like those big lights. Those are the runways.
Yeah. I don't know how you. Yeah, I mean.
It's just
just
also like kind of looking at here, kind of knowing how this approach is going. Like.
Yeah. The hum of the plane is sleep-inducing.
Yeah.
No wonder your your avatar looks like he's
Constantly trying to sleep. Yeah. She's like super focused too, which is the worst part.
No, it's funny. You're spitting like F12 incoming blah blah blah, and then you look at your VTuber bottom. He's like, me. What?
That's my iPad telling me to listen to the weather. Because my iPad genuinely thinks I'm here. Like, it's pulling the
cool.
the geo data from the sim.
So, that's very cool.
Yeah. So it genuinely thinks that I am
I didn't realize that's what was happening. That's awesome.
I was like, I also forgot to change it from I thought I forgot to change it from my Hyper Cherokee I've been flying to the Cessna, but no, I guess it's on Cessna right now, so I'll have to remember to change that tomorrow. Okay. We should be capturing this VOR soon. Well, of course. Okay.
What?
Well, I was wondering why I wasn't intercepting it. I had it in the wrong spot. Like I said, I am very uncomfortable with this avionics. Whatever, we were like, it was getting close, like, I know we have to be there. It is also ID'd it for me, so I don't worry too much. Don't have to listen to the thingy for it. The Morse code.
Oh, yeah.
Because in, like, the planes I fly, if you want to do these ILS approaches, you actually have to listen to the Morse code and verify, like, oh, that is, you know, what this one would be, ILN. It's a I-ILN, so you need to verify that in Morse code to make sure you're not tuned into the wrong frequency.
Do you know Morse code?
No. It has it on the charts.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you did, I did not know that, and I was about to be like, oh my, wow, I didn't know that.
Okay, so we have the localizer coming in. And the localizer, what that is that's your horizontal navigation. And you can see that, like, green bar right there as it slowly works its way in. We know we are starting to catch that. So once we pass Wizard, we can go down to 2,400 feet. I'm gonna, you can currently go down to 26, so I'm going to do a gentle descend down to 27, just to give us an extra 100 feet of wiggle room just in case. And we can still get over, and we still have that little bit of room there to follow in. So that should be fine. Then as this follows in, we can slowly turn back, line up with the runway. Or line up with the ILS, not the runway. 'Cause again, I'm like looking down. I tried to point.
Right.
My hands aren't tracked.
No, I know what you're looking at now.
Yeah. Because in like reality, I'd be wearing foggles right now, so I wouldn't be able to see like above out here. I would only be able to see down here.
Yeah.
So. All right. We just passed Wizard, so now we can descend down to 24. Actually, I'm going to set that to 25. Again, just give us an extra 100 feet of buffer. Thank you, iPad. Again, it's freaking out a little bit because it's like, hey, well, I say freaking out. This is the warnings you want to know. Like, hey, if you haven't done this already, you probably should have. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit over to the right here. So this is a localizer, so we're only... This will only take us to 1,400 feet. We didn't get the full ILS, which is still 300 feet above the ground, so it's kind of insane. So once we pass Airbow, we can... Actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this just to give us a little more situational awareness. Wrong direction. Oh my god. What? Grow up. Okay, we're getting way off here. That is why I gave myself an extra 100 feet to play with, because... Hold on. I don't know with this one. Oh, we have the glide path. So we actually... We should actually be on the ILS, so we should be good to go down to 1277. But so we're about ready to cross over Airbow. Once we do that, there's the outer marker there. So we're gonna set up notch of flaps in. We need to really get down. The glide path is way there. We'll ignore that for now until we're set up. And we'll go down to... That'll be fine. That'll be plenty. So now I know once that altitude, once I get the buzzers for that, once I get that warning for that one, so a little bit to the left and you get over to the right. Now we can then look outside. And if we can see the runway at that point, then we can do a visual approach in. If not, we'll need to go mist. Judging by the fact that if I slightly look up, I can see the runway, I think we won't have to go mist.
You're not allowed to miss it.
Actually, you are allowed to miss it. It's a very important thing you are allowed to do. Because that's the whole point of a ILS approach or instrument approach, is making sure that you can do this safely if you can't see outside. Okay, we're gonna throw in another notch of flaps.
What a pretty runway.
And we're at our decision altitude. Okay, so look outside. Can we see the runway? We can. So now we can make a visual approach in. A little low, so we're throwing a little bit more power. So now we're looking at those poppy lights out there. It's the 2 white, 2 red on the left-hand side there.
Oh, I see them. Yeah.
That's telling you how high you are. So you want 2 white, 2 red. If you get more red, you're too low. If you get more white, you're too high.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But they're super, super cool. They okay. It's the inner marker. And we have made the runway, so we're going to slowly power out. Back to idle. Okay. Flaps can come up. Power can come in. Stay on the center line. Rotate. And we're going to head back. Landing wasn't the best. I'll probably give that one like 6 out of 10.
What was wrong with it?
A little bit flat, so you want to try to round out. It's a lot easier to judge in a real life plane than a simulator. But so I'm gonna follow the missed approach procedure until we can out of here. We are safe with as long as we're above 3,000. Then we're in the next one. We're going to set up for the RNAV of runway 28 back up airfield. So what we're doing now, just kind of give an explanation. There is a missed approach point, and there's a missed approach flight path, and we're going to follow that out because we know if we do that, we're going to be safe from obstructions, so we're not going to be running into anything. And it's what Tower would expect. Because we technically, like, we landed, but we technically are doing, like, the missed approach.
Oh, yeah.
So, but once we get up to 3,100, we're going to be completely safe from anything within 25 nautical miles. I'm not going to worry about it too much then. So then I'm going to turn back to Lancaster, and then the Fairfield County Airport.
So you're gonna do what you just did again?
I'm basically going back home. Like,
right, so
now we can turn back. So we're gonna go flight plan, and then there should be a way to invert this. So now we do invert flight plan, enter. Menu, activate leg. Okay, so now we can do actually want to do a left-handed turn here because that's where the safe spot of the hold is. So we know there's not going to be anything on this side to get in our way. And since we're going to be flying east now, we're going to fly at 5,000 feet. So the way the altitudes work is if you're flying to the west, you need to fly at a even 1,000. If you're flying to the east, you fly at odd thousands.
okay.
All right. So now we're starting to see that line come in. So the cool thing about that approach was it is using like radios on the runways and at the airport to kind of guide you in. The next one we're going to be doing is all using GPS.
Uh-oh.
So So we hit our altitude. Pitch, power, trim. We'll also lean out the mixture a little bit. set this for 5,000. Autopilot altitude. Okay. Nav. Dude, okay, you are not listening. Cool. Never mind, I'm hand flying it because I do not trust G1000 to get me there. So way high, jeez. Autopilot can come on. Altitude can come on. Nav can come on. So we're passing the inner martyr now, I guess? Yeah, we are. Yeah, so now it's just following that back to Lancaster. And then we can do the select approach. Why is it not letting me select approach? There it goes. Okay, so we want the RNAV runway 28. Enter, and we want to go. So I'm actually gonna bring this up. Procedures. Approach. RNAV 28. So we're gonna go to Brook. Because that will allow us to not do the initial, or do the procedure turn. So make it a little bit quicker. Minimums, you don't really want to load the, so actually, then since we're technically not with ATC, I'm actually just going to activate approach. I really wish my mouse wheel worked.
Just activate your super rocket thrusters so you can get there faster.
You know what? You are right, though. I will just push the engine a little bit harder. Because this is a fake plane, so I don't have to worry about real, like, the engine dying.
Yeah, overclock the engine and just...
Well, technically I am.
Yes!
So, yeah, now's the easy part. Now is, like, genuinely... The plane...
This is the wee part.
The plane should be doing a lot of the work itself. I realize that might be causing some of my issues. I didn't realize this was 130. Jeez. Sorry, 130. 113.
Yeah.
Did I say I was dyslexic enough?
I'm also stupid. No, I'm just, I was just kidding. It's me. Dude, the longer time goes on, the more I'm like, am I dyslexic? Specifically numbers. Less so letters, more so numbers.
I just can't spell, and then every single time, like, I was like nothing would click. Like, the amount of times I tried to, like, learn how to spell things, I remember sitting there with flashcards just going through it, and dude, nothing was clicking.
That was me with remembering, like, history dates. Like when was World War II? I don't know. 19...
I don't know
tell you.
what clicked with that, but with, like, because dates are hard. That's not like a dyslexia thing. That's just...
Yeah, no, that's... that's not what I meant.
Until dates matter, they don't matter.
Right. Exactly. Maybe in my head they just don't matter always, so my brain doesn't remember them.
So, but like, I know it ends in 1945, and to me that's just like a nice round number to, like, deal with. And then I know it starts in 1939. And then also I listen to a lot of Sabaton, so that does help.
Yeah. What is that big, like, greenish yellow blotch on the left side of the screen?
That's the screen. That's the reflection
off of your glass? Okay.
Yes. Like, I think I should be able to turn down the display, and then it will, like, help it.
Oh.
I actually don't know how to turn this down. I'm sure there is a way. Yeah, I don't know. No. It might be down here. Yeah. So now those are down. That should go away. Okay. That's a little bit better too. That's not gonna, like, kill my eyes.
Yeah.
But and like I said, this is like the kind of the boring part where it's like, not like a whole lot we can do. We are going 132 knots right now, which is kind of insane.
Just start doing, like, barrel rolls. Make it fun.
No. No, because this plane is not designed for barrel rolls at all. There is a version of the Cessna 150 called the Cessna 150 Aerobat, which has, like, stronger, like, the pedestal out there, like the strut. That's thicker, and also there's some other things that are, like, reinforced. You can do like it's spin rated. Like you can just do spins in it. It's pretty sick actually. I've even seen people do like flips in it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's kind of crazy because it just doesn't feel like something you should be able to do in a Cessna. But Lord knows you can. I actually found one for sale not too long ago for a pretty decent price, and I was like, do I like stop my IFR training just to buy a Cessna Aeropat? No, it's not. Because the 150s are tiny planes. So this is a 172. I mean, you look how small this is. Like you can see how close the seats are.
Yeah.
I didn't check how much fuel is on board. We're fine. We're good. Okay.
Well.
But, no, I saw it. It's, fuel quantity. We're sitting about, it says about 6.2 hours. We're fine. This is literally probably another 30 minutes.
Of what? Just flight till you get there?
Yeah.
Activate your rocket thrusters. Make it 3 minutes.
I cannot. This thing does not have rocket thrusters. Or afterburners.
Well, why not?
Because the engineers at Cessna were like, nah, we want to make sure you like do a nice gentle cruise. If you want the rocket thrusters, then you need to get in the SR-71.
Oh.
That plane, I'm pretty sure I remember correctly, it has, when it's going full tilt, the turning radius is larger than Ohio. It cannot turn around in Ohio.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now he just is falling asleep.
Yeah. It is past my bedtime by a lot.
Dude, that plane
Oh, I know. Yeah, I thought about doing like a ASMR kind of like night thing, like, you know, just do like a quiet flight and simulate like all the radio chatter that'll be back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
That involves editing, and I just don't want to do that right now. I can't even edit videos I have basically done.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's 2 people right now doing just that.
What?
Playing well, there's 3 people watching. I'm one of them.
Oh. We're just listening to it?
No, it's muted. I have it for visuals. So
Well,
I can...
yeah, but you said you heard that plane hum, though.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay.
I have it muted most of the time because when we start speaking, it's like off, and I can't continue doing it. Like it messes with my head.
The speech jammer.
Yeah, literally. But when I did turn it on, I did hear the nice hum of the plane.
Yeah.
And I know you've heard that. You've been hearing that as well as everybody else this whole time.
Yep.
So they're probably asleep.
Dude, I'm pushing the plane as hard as it will go, and it's still taking a bit. But if you think about it, I mean, this is like literally a flight I would be doing like in real life.
Yeah.
Alright, while we're out here, I'm going to set up the frequencies and get everything ready just so we're ahead of the time. We got the frequency actually put in there already. So, switch that back over. 118.375. Cool. So, This plate is valid between 9th of July and 6th of August, so we should be good there. It is for the RNAV, runway 28 into LHQ. Our approach course is going to be 280 degrees. Our runway length is 5,003. Our touchdown zone elevation is 868. Airport elevation is 868. Runway 28. Okay, that's helicopter visibilities. So it's not important for us. For uncompensated borrow VNAV system, LNAV, VNAV, not available between negative 20 degrees Celsius and above 4 degrees Celsius. No problem. Borrow VNAV not available when using Rickenbacker altimeter setting, or not. Well, probably not. When using local altimeter, when local altimeter setting not received, use Rickenbacker altimeter setting and increase LPV decision altitude to 1411 feet. And all visibilities to 1/4 statute miles. Increase LNAV/VNAV decision altitude to 1549 feet, and all visibilities 1/4 statute miles. Okay. Increase all MDAs 60 feet. Straighten runway 28 at night. Operational VGSI required. Okay. Remain on or above VGSI glide path until threshold. When circling runway 28 at night, operational VGSI required, remain on or above. Okay. We're not circling, we're going to be doing a straight in approach, so it should be fine. Miss approach, climb to 2,700, direct to Hatsby, hold. Our ASOS is 11837, put that in, compass approach, cool. Unicom 12272, this doesn't have Unicom. Alright. We're going to head direct to Brock at 3,000, above 3,000 or below 6,000. Then we'll hit Fairf. We'll turn in from Fairf to Anobi, a 28 degree radial. And once we cross Fairf, we can head down to 2,800 until we cross Anobi, and then follow the glide path down until if we have LPV, we can go down to 1362. But if we have just LNAV, we can head to 1,500. Cool. I think that has been briefed.
Good. Nap time.
It is on nap time. We actually, I say we're pretty close. We're really not that close. But that brief is a real thing. That's a real brief.
Yeah. No, I believe you.
I don't know if you do.
I also have nothing to go against it. Like, that's wrong because in my pilot lesson training, they said to do that. No, I don't have any of that. It's just like, I don't know, probably. I mean, he's the one who went to flight school.
Yep.
I'm inclined to believe him.
Look at all those chicken. Yeah, it's giving me about 11 minutes before we hit Bruck, I think. Or Bruck. I keep saying Brucked. It's Bruck. B-R-U-C-C. So, the reason I'm saying that is, you see all these, like, points out here? Like the, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. All those. Those are like GPS waypoints.
Oh.
Bruck is a GPS waypoint that we'll fly to. And then that will give us a good 90-degree angle in, so we don't have to do the procedure turn into, when we fly back into Fairfield. If not, if we could go straight to Fairf, which is another GPS waypoint, and it's straight on the, onto the final approach. However, with the way we are entering, we would actually have to do a teardrop entry, meaning we would fly in and then shoot. Let me bring up the plate. I'm drawing this like anybody can see, which no one can see. But you would have to do a teardrop entry, so you pass over Fairf, and then you would then follow that flight path in, and then come, like, basically make a giant teardrop. Oh, I put my hand in front of the camera. And then you would get back onto the final approach, like, path.
Yeah.
And basically, all that allows you to do is, when you're flying that, it makes it easier to, how do I say it? It makes it easier so that way you're not trying to turn too aggressively. Especially if you're, because you have to assume this entire time you're in the clouds.
Right.
Like, today, we got pretty lucky. It doesn't look like there's any weather out here. If I'd flown a little bit earlier, there would have been a ton of weather, but it looks to be all dissipated now. So, yeah, there just really isn't, like, we have to assume though that we couldn't see. Like, this is assuming.
Right.
We can't look outside our plane. We only have the instruments to go off of. So you don't want to throw the plane into a very aggressive turn, because that could fuck up your inner ear, meaning you now don't know which way level is, or you might accidentally lose control.
I see.
Like, there's a bunch of things you're just
Right.
So there's a bunch of like limitations you're trying to like keep in check to make sure everything stays consistent.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. Especially like if you can't see at all and you lose some information you did have,
Yeah.
or like you were keeping track of something, it's like you can't really get that back.
No, not.
Mid-Ohio Valley Regional Information, Charlie current, altimeter 2, niner.
Okay, I am gonna listen
there-
to the altimeter.
Okay.
You're good to talk. Say, what do you?
Is there ever a scenario where if you lose some kind of information, you will not land safely? Like that's like, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like if there what piece of information would that be?
The biggest one.
Like if you lose this information, it's over. You're dead.
Okay, well, first
Or is that
thing
not really how that works.
is, like, okay, say you can't see outside, and you lose the artificial horizon.
Right.
That is big.
That's big bad.
Yeah, because you
'cause that's
cannot
essentially
trust.
the ground, right?
Yeah, well, that's your, like, you know, assuming, like, that'd be the difference between, like, if I could see outside, I can use the horizon. This is the artificial horizon. Like, this is what I'd be using instead. And if you lose that, you don't really know which direction you're facing, because you can't trust what your body tells you.
Right.
Because, like, if you start accelerating or you pitch upwards, your body thinks it's the same thing. All it is your body's getting thrown back in your seat. So,
Right.
your body's like, oh, like if you pitch up quickly, your body can be like, oh, we're, you know, accelerating now. Maybe we need to slow down, which is the opposite of what you need to be doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Or, you know, if you're accelerating and you don't think you're accelerating, you can think you're pitching up and then push the nose down, and now you're plummeting into the ground. So, like,
right.
that has killed pilots before. But even on commercial flights, I think there's been cases. Things have gotten better, but there's been cases where a pilot thought that they were like decelerating or accelerating, and so they keep pushing the nose down, and then now they're flying into the ground.
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, we're slowing, like we're sinking. You know, I feel like I'm being pushed forward, and so they'll pull up or accelerate or something like that, and then it just ends up bad.
Right. Yeah, yikes.
But altimeter setting is also another one that can tell you how high above the ground you are, but that's not going to be immediate, like, kill you.
Yeah, that's definitely dangerous. Like, if it's
automated weather observation, Fairfield County. Wind calm. Visibility 8 miles.
like,
Rain.
oh,
No
like,
significant
duh,
cloud.
obviously, if you're closer to it than you think, I mean.
Dew point 19. Altimeter 2994.
Okay. So we're getting pretty close to Brook, and then once we hit Brook, we can then fly straight in. Well, straight in. Try to fly to Fairf.
Fairf?
Yep.
Fairf?
So you can see on the map. I wish I could like move this around, but it's not a touchscreen. I'm sure you could. Yeah, you can see that like turn there, and then it'll fly us in, and then basically do one big loop into Fairfield.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's okay.
I've flown this approach a few times. Okay, we are going to start descending down. So, I'm going to... down to... and we'll get down to 35. 32, 35. And honestly, the autopilot should fly us most of the way in. I'd probably turn it off just to practice the flying the approach. But
You said, wait, you said, say it again?
the autopilot could fly us like all the way in, but I'll probably turn it off to practice flying the approach. So once we hit Fairf, I'll probably turn it off.
Okay. How far could that get you? Like, how how good is autopilot?
Very good. Like, some autopilots, like, on some of the commercial airliners, they can, with the right setup on the ground, they could fly you quite literally all the way to the runway.
Sweet.
I think those are
So
category...
I'm a pilot?
The thing is, you have to know how to control the autopilot. like I said, I'm uncomfortable with the G1000.
Yeah.
If you got somebody who didn't know what they were doing, I don't think they. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I could fly a 737 or an Airbus in. Like, I'm just unfamiliar with them. I've never. I think I'm a little bit more familiar with the Airbus. Like, I could probably figure it out. And again, if I sat there and read it, I'm sure I could probably not get it all the way down, but I could probably get to the point where I could hand fly the aircraft down in. Okay, so it should be telling us to turn relatively soon. So in the bottom right hand corner of that second screen, it should be saying, yeah, okay, no, it's on the top here. Also, I flew this entire time without ADS-B on because I forgot this doesn't auto turn on like the planes at my airport.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm not touching the controls, and it's flying in. Like it's making a turn.
Oh, I see. Technology is amazing.
It's actually kind of sick.
Yeah.
But you need to treat it like an additional crew member. Like you still need to do things. So you're going to be manning the frequencies, or you know, you're going to like there's things you can do. So brief approaches or stuff like that. It's just help.
Right.
Okay, so once we pass over Fairf, we can descend down to 2800, which really isn't that far. I'm actually going to descend a little bit faster just to... Not really that.
If you took off, let's say you took off the runway and you turned it and you set it to autopilot and you did not do anything, how would you feel about your like chance of like getting off back to the ground?
Like program everything and then let it fly? Like I can't touch it afterwards?
Like the moment you activate autopilot, you are not allowed to touch it until you land.
On this thing, no, it wouldn't work. And actually, I don't even know if it would work on Airbus. No, I don't. I think you would still not make it.
Okay. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah.
I'm not just asking dumb questions. Like that gives me an idea of how good the autopilot is.
Well, I mean, again, the autopilot is fantastic. Okay, they're in the Vision jets. There is an auto land button. If the pilot is unconscious, or feels like they're going to become unconscious, either they or a passenger can click the auto land button, and the plane will land itself. And it's actually kind of crazy.
I was gonna say that's crazy.
But it's an emergency and the plane will break. Like, if it's an emergency, you are allowed to break any rules that you deem safe to do so.
Right.
Okay, so we're about to get to Fairf. Alright, so we're gonna be make sure full rich, and then landing light can come on. Landing light is on. everything else is good. So it's going to start the turn. And this should get us basically straight in. Now that we pass Fairf,
I was not a fan of how much we turned on the plane to Texas. I really didn't like looking out the window and seeing the ground and being like parallel with the ground.
it's fine.
I didn't feel fine. I looked down and I'm like, I'm supposed to be over there, but I'm up here.
Alright, so now I'm trying to figure out where on this. It doesn't matter at this point, we're basically done with the flight. If this is going to tell me whether it's a... Okay, we have LPV minimums, so we can go down to... so we can follow the glide slope down to 1362. But right now we can go down to... I'm actually going to let the glide slope come down to us, because then we can follow it in.
Wait, is it Clitoris, the one that flew too close to the sun?
Shut up.
I was gonna tell you that earlier, but I forgot. But then I remembered again. 'Cause I don't know. It's kind of relevant. We're in a plane. I don't know. That's my reason for bringing it up, even though it's nighttime. And I cannot see the sun.
Here
No, I
comes
saw
the
that.
sun.
I saw that and I was like, he would like that. I know he would.
Alright, so now we're about ready to cross Nobi. We're also about ready to hit our glide slope intercept. So we have LPV minimums, meaning we can actually just follow this glide slope down in. We're going to pitch for speed, power for altitude, and basically just follow this in. Maybe a little bit more to the right. And I'm gonna mark 14. So once it gets to 14, we know if we can see the runway, we can land. The G1000 is just cheating. I hate this thing. So like, you see that green like circle thing with the top and the side wings on it?
Yeah, that's how you lead your shots and how you hit the enemy planes.
Well, so that is your flight, like your flight path vector. Like, if you continue doing exactly what you're doing, that's where your plane will end up.
Oh.
So you're not entirely wrong.
I was gonna say, well, you kinda got that right. in a way.
Okay, so I'm now going to 2-mile final, so we're gonna slow down, pitch up a little bit, run a little bit fast. Throw in that first notch of flaps, and throw in that second notch of flaps. Alright, gas on the proper tanks, undercarriage fixed and locked. Mixture set. We're at 14. We can see the runway. We now make a visual landing. Okay. Just like my real life, that landing was far better than the other one.
This is weird. I'm watching the Lethal Company stream also right now.
Yeah.
While also having this stream on in my other monitor. This is getting out of hand.
Now there are 2 of them. Alright.
No, I just was looking for a specific part. Clip. I might just leave a comment of timestamps, I find.
That'll work.
Because, like, I've already got 2.
I still want to say Cherokee because I keep flying Cherokees here recently, but it's not my call sign. Perfect County, Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, clear runway 28 Fairfield. Alright, strobes can come off. Lane light can come off. Taxi light as required. Alright, mixture as required. So we're going to lean that out a little bit. Fairfield County, Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, taxiing to the ramp, Fairfield. Your left, your right. next one. Unfortunately, this airport isn't entirely accurate compared to the one in real life. Okay. Because somewhere right here would actually be where you park. Right about. Be right where he's at. Yeah, we'll park right beside him. Supposed to be facing the other way, but whatever. Alright. Shut down. Check the emergency frequency. Check to make sure no one's having an emergency. Cool, no one is. And then we will turn avionics off. Alright, nav lights can come off. Taxi lights can come off. We can then turn the... Oh, take the mixture, lead it out. Right. Mags can come off. Master can come off, and we did a shutdown. Cool. That's a nice little flight.
Dude, do that. If I mean this in the best way possible. Do this if you can't sleep.
Oh, I might. So, all right. Well, now that it's shut down, I am going to log my time. Not really, because that was a virtual flight.
Wait, maybe don't do that, because then you're gonna condition yourself to fall asleep in real life and in the plane.
Flying like,
Be like, oh yeah, now it's a trigger for sleeping.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I think that's where I'm gonna end it. So, yeah, if you're watching the stream, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.